I'm James Ernest here with Kalin Lucas. Kalin, what's it like being in the NCAA tournament?
What's it like? The NCAA tournament is very competitive. You pretty much don't know what team you're going to play, but once you find out, you got to start getting prepared. And that's something when I was at Michigan State. That's what Tom Izzo did a great job, was preparing us, to get ready to play 2 games. He always said, if you win the first game, for me, I'll make sure you win the second game. My time at State, we was always successful with doing that.
So, what's your fondest memory from the tournament?
I had to say my sophomore season. People really counted us out. We played some top teams. We played first we played USC. We beat them. Then we beat Kansas. We beat Louisville. Then the Final Four was in my hometown, Detroit. So we played UConn, beat them, and we lost the national championship to North Carolina. But that whole tournament around it was an amazing feeling, and to definitely play in my hometown in front of like 70,000 people it was great. It was at Ford Field downtown, so that was one of the best memories I had in college.
Now, you mentioned the back-to-back games, or games relatively soon. Is that any... did that make the games either more difficult or more intense than the regular season because of having more time off in between the games?
You know what? Not really. I feel like, as far as the tournament, you'll play Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday. So really, once you get down playing, you got time. Okay, we won that. Well, now it's time to move on. You take one game at a time, but you know that you have to lock in. So once the game is over with, you can have fun. You could celebrate about the win, but then the next day you got to start locking in because now you're about to play another team. So I feel like that's something that the coaching staff did a great job, and the players I had on my team also was able to lock in and just play well.
Speaking of coaches, obviously Coach Izzo is one of the best NCAA coaches all time. What are some of the things that he would do to get you well prepared for the tournament?
I think one thing that he did was, we'll break down the film. We'll know all their sets. We'll know every single thing that they ran. And as far as us, we run a lot of plays. We got a ton of plays and a ton of counters with it. So one play, it may be 5, 6 options just for one play that we call. So I feel like once the tournament comes, it's really hard to guard us and guard our sets because there's always so many different counters to the sets, and teams can't handle that.
What of the other coaches that are were on your staff, who were the more influential on you in your career and in the NCAA tournament?
I think they all played a big part. Coach Monty, he was like the guard coach, so he was the offensive coach for us. So he did a great job of showing us what things could be open offensively for us, and just trying to make sure we ran the right plays, that I ran the right plays, and we watched a lot of film. So I think film was one of the biggest keys with Coach Monty and me just learning game from game.
How big of an influence was the LeBron James Skills Academy on your performances during the tournament?
Oh man, you going way back. Yeah, man, the Skills Academy was it was a good experience. I did it twice. First thing I did was I went to the Darren Williams point guard camp. So then from there they take the top 3 or 4 point guards from the Darren Williams camp. Then you get invited to the Skills Academy, the LeBron James Skills Academy. So, I mean, it's a amazing feeling to be able to compete against a lot of the top players in the country and just go at it each day. I think it's only maybe 3 or 4 days, but we just went at it. We was able to play against some of the pros during that time. LeBron was there, Chris Paul. So it's just a good experience, and just it just taught us, to go hard and compete and work hard, and that's something that I took from it.
Do you feel that your conference, the Big Ten, played a lot of success in your team? Just the fact that you had so many tough games night in and night out.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Big Ten is it's a tough conference. It's more of like a grit and grind type of conference. So once the tournament comes, I feel like it's hard for just a player or the star player from another team to just get off on us and score 20 points or 25 points because we grit and grind and we lock in and we take pride on our defense. So once like the tournament comes, I think teams don't be prepared for the way that Michigan State plays defense.
How frustrating was it your senior year, getting to the Final Four and then losing to Butler, one of those teams that over time has become known as a successful team, but maybe at that point hadn't reached the heights as an organization like Michigan State had?
Yeah, that was my junior year when we played Butler, and it was tough because that's when I tore my Achilles. So I tore my Achilles the second round in the tournament, which was against Maryland. So it was tough to, first of all, just see my team be playing games and I'm not able to be with them to play. And, they still was able to get to the Final Four, but I feel like if I was there and I was able to play, I feel like we would have won it all that year, but it was just tough.
Definitely, that would have to be being taken away from being able to help your teammates and all that would be tough. So, switching gears, tell us about your current situation. Tell us about the Bayhawks and how everything's going with them.
It's going great, man. I got traded late December, and since I've been here, it's been a great experience for me. I'm pretty much one of the older guys on the team, so this team, when I got here, the one thing that they were missing was someone who had experience and someone who could just lead. So it's been good for me. We haven't had the best record, but I feel like we have been competing, and my thing is to go out every night and showcase my talent and my skills and what I can do, and I think I've been doing a great job at it.
Do you feel your time overseas had prepared you for the league that you're currently in? Do you feel that made things made you more well-rounded?
Yeah, I think so. Just because playing overseas is a completely different style of play than playing here, like in the D League. So just being able to play, fast pace at Michigan State College, then go overseas, play more of a slower pace, but more of a team type of pass, then take a shot, and just really learn how to play the pick and roll. I feel like that's why I really established myself of learning how to play that pick and roll was when I was overseas. So now I come here and I'm able to use my speed and quickness, and I know when to slow down, and I know when to play the pick and roll and when to make plays. So I think it was great for me to go overseas.
Definitely. What was one of the teams you played for? Which one did you enjoy playing for the most?
My team overseas.
Yeah.
I had to say when I was in Bama, just because I played there 2 years, and we played the Turkish League, and we played in the Euro Cup, and the Euro Cup, I think we made it to the top 16, but in the Turkish Cup, the Turkish League, we was able to make it to the finals. We ended up losing in game 5, but just to be able to take my team to the Turkish finals was a great experience.
So, which one had the best food?
Best food, I had to say turkey. Like, I played in Turkey last year too. Like, the food is good, but I also played in Greece as well. But I feel like the food in Turkey is good.
Nice. So, if you had, or if you were speaking to the current Michigan State team, who or what would you recommend for them going into the tournament? What would be your advice?
My advice to them would just be, keep doing what you're doing, but it's most definitely more of a high level now because if you lose, you go home. So I think players, they know what they say. And just compete and give it all you got because once it's done, and you got to wait a whole summer and you got to wait until next season. So just keep doing what you're doing. But just know you got to bring it up a notch.
So was that the most frustrating part about the tournament? Like you mentioned, you had to wait on a whole nother season to get an opportunity to try it again?
Yeah, I think so. Like my freshman year, we played against Memphis, and that's when they had like Derrick Rose, Chris Douglas Roberts. Like they had a good team. And once we lost to them, it really wasn't frustrating, but it wasn't frustrating because our mindset going forward was, you know what, we got a feeling, we got a kind of a taste of how the tournament is. We played a great team, but now it's like we about to work our butts off this whole summer, and we going to a Final Four. So we preached that every single day, whether it was at practice and film sessions, or we were just by ourselves. That's something we preach with. You know what, we get into a Final Four, and plus it's in Detroit, so it's an hour away from Michigan State. So
nice.
Have our families and have Spartan Nation behind us, and there's our Fort Field downtown. We gonna do it, and we'll be able to do it.
So basically, having that rally cry, having that thing to focus on, helped inspire you all to the greatness that you achieved.
Right.
So with playing with the Bayhawks, that's in Michigan, right, as well?
The Bayhawks?
Yeah, you're pretty close to home, aren't you?
Yeah, no, the Bayhawks is in Erie, but yeah, it's not too far from Michigan. It's like a 4-hour drive.
Oh, that ain't too bad. Do any of your old teammates or old friends get out that way to check out the games?
No, they haven't, but Brandon Dawson, he plays for the Bayhawks. He went to Michigan State, but we didn't get to play together. But he went to Michigan State, so
oh, nice.
We're both on the same team.
Yeah. Do you all get to ever get out to the Michigan State games? Like you said, with it only being 4 hours away?
No, because one thing about being in the D League is you play tons of games, so you may have 4 games in 1 week, and it just seemed like whenever, let's say we do have a game in Grand Rapids, which is close to Michigan State. The times we did play in Grand Rapids, they had an away game, so we wasn't able to go.
So schedule-wise, it just never worked out.
Yeah, it just hasn't really worked out for us.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be interviewing Brandon Dawson in the next week or so as well about his NCAA experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for your time, and any final thoughts about the NCAA tournament?
Man, as far as me, I'm taking my school, man. I'm taking Michigan State going all the way. National champs.
Sounds great. Wish them the best of luck, and wish you the best of luck up there in Erie, and thank you, sir.